Last time on Dungeons and Dickheads, having tricked the Goblin Emperor to the compound and locking him away for the night, the party awoke to find that someone had destroyed the majority of the Warforged soldiers and killed the guild guards. While suspicious, the party decided to investigate the secrets of the sprawling library, taking the Goblin Emperor, Vermilion, Montague Shortking and Ramona with them. After Tok and Ronson ripped off some local traders, the whole group found their way to a secret tunnel under the library. They were met by a door sealed with 6 handprints of different races, and by matching four of them were able to open the door. Along the following passageway, etchings on the wall told of the sun god Helios, who was sealed below Sprawling by a fellowship of 6 different races or organisations from across the land. Each representative sealed their oath with an item sacred to their people, to ensure that no single power had the ability to unleash Helios again. On discovering this, both the Goblin King and Montague Shortking decided to seek the objects out and use them as leverage over the corrupt powers ruling over the land. Vermilion was appalled by this idea, his intention being to protect the items to maintain the current balance. Porkeye, however, planned to destroy the objects as soon as possible, releasing Helios and using its power to wipe out the corrupt and start again. With the party unsure of where to put their loyalties and inadvertently killing the Emperor, the fight was cut short when Montague Shortking fled the main chamber and brought the cave crashing down with explosive arrows, leaving everyone apart from himself, Tok, Ray and Pebbles being covered by a downpour of rubble. From within the bubble of magical darkness you are surrounded in, Porkeye and Ronson only hear the explosion before rubble starts to rain down onto them. So, we've got to remember, guys, you are currently in magical darkness. You're laughing at the...
Oh, I'm laughing at Penis Cave, yes.
Oh, yeah, it looks like a cock and balls.
Oh, yeah.
It was like that last time. No one noticed.
Filth.
We were too busy getting into the drama of the moment.
Yeah, it was very dramatic.
So, the blue, and obviously it overlaps into the purple, podcast listeners, imagination shows the darkness spell that Tok cast. So Ronson, Vermilion, Porkeye, and the Warforged and the Worms are in complete darkness. So imagine it's just dark around you. You hear the explosion, and suddenly rubble starts to fall from above. We'll go with Ronson first. How are you reacting to this rubble falling down?
Can I just jump in because the other spell was Zone of Truth?
Yes, there is also Zone of Truth. Yes,
there's Zone of Truth on. So just saying.
Is that how you're reacting?
Discord is cutting it out.
Can you react by turning the cane down on your mic?
What was he doing?
That's my acting moment.
He was going,
oh, did people not hear it?
No.
What a worse.
It sounded like you were in pain.
Well, yeah, no, I'm... Sorry, over the gap between seasons, I've forgotten what everybody's called. Porkeye, can you hear me, my friend?
Right, so can I just get this right? Ronson isn't reacting. Ronson's just letting the rubble fall on top of him.
Oh, I thought there were blood falling on top.
So it's falling. You've got the chance. You've got a chance to react.
I'll just use my bloody teleportation spell then.
So, can you open Misty Step and tell me the exact wording of Misty Step, please?
Well, I can. I have a feeling, though, from your tone of voice, you already know what it says. But, and presumably going to lead me down, no pun intended, a dark alley here. But let's have a little look. It says, briefly surrounded by silver mist, you teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see.
Yeah. So the limitation there, as I think you gathered, is that you can't see. So essentially you can only see within the circle.
Yes, but I could see it.
But you can't because it's dark. So you can still teleport.
No. I think, Dave, right, I've got 2 things here. One, I could just see it so I know where I'm going. Also, we've seen this in films and TV shows before with characters with teleportation skills. And when the big shit goes down, they always have to teleport somewhere they can't see, like Nightcrawler in X-Men or something like that.
Fella, yeah.
Yeah. So as long as I've got heart and I try my hardest, I will be able to teleport out of this, Dave, because that's good drama and that's good writing.
Nightcrawler had a whole film worth of like, I teleport all the time. I can't go through walls.
Nonsense for a whole year.
Yeah, but you only learned that you had Misty Step when we did the recap of season 1.
Neil
just
did.
before Christmas.
Neil did. Ronson knew the entire time.
But he didn't use it. You can teleport within the blue squares. It might help you, right? You might be on the edge of the rubble.
I suppose then I might as well teleport just outside of the. I tell you what I'll do. Can I move my little man? Where is he?
Yep.
I can't see where I am. Which one am I?
Yellow outline.
The yellow one, yeah.
I'll teleport there. Because I'm on the right side of the rubble. I'm with Tickety Tockety.
Would it not make sense to teleport to somewhere where there isn't clear pictures of rubble?
Yes.
Well, he can't because
I can only go to those blue
it's
squares.
All in darkness. So we've got to remember the sequence of this is he's teleporting as the rubble's falling. I put the rubble there for illustrative purposes. So he's still teleporting as far as he can before the rubble falls.
Yeah.
So now we've spent 5 minutes getting Neil to move 10 feet.
And as I do that, I go, feet, don't fail me now. Like that.
And then he instantly dies.
Yeah. Porky, how are you reacting?
Being a dwarf, I'm an expert in rocks and falling rocks and still rocks and the work of Bon Jovi. So I'll just dive.
Okay, give me a athletics or acrobatics. I'll let you choose.
I'll go with the highest one, which is athletics with a +5. Here we go. Oh, D&D Beyond. Going in slow motion. Somehow making it more dramatic.
Well,
it's a 1. So that's a 6.
It's still a natural 1, I'm afraid. Right.
I died.
How many dice did I say the rocks do? Right. Okay, that's a lot of dice. Hold on. I'm rolling, by the way, on my new Dungeons and Dickheads dice tray.
Ooh.
For the viewers, there you go. I'm sure we have
one
a link
as well. I can highly recommend it.
I'm sure we have a link somewhere.
Very broken.
It's fine with me.
Is it because your computer's maybe doing lots of things?
Possibly.
In fact,
who knows?
Let me give it a plug right now. If you have children and it annoys you that when your children roll dice, just throw them anywhere on the floor, get a D&D dice tray, and you've got somewhere to contain the dice.
Yeah, do it. We've got the link will be in the chat, I'm sure. Okay, so Porky, you go to drive out of the way just too late, and you take 24 points of bludgeoning damage.
You're dead.
Off my ass.
No, thank
No,
you.
not up your ass, on your head.
I'm nowhere near dead, but still.
I would have been if that had been me.
Point of order, this does not count for your Great Axe curse. It's only when another creature attacks you.
That's cool. Well, I've still got 46 H points, so I'm all right.
Neil, can you roll a D20 for your Warforged? Because presumably you want him to try and move out of the way as well.
Yeah, I do, yeah. Can I teleport him as well?
No. Just roll a D20.
Hang on, I messed that up. I did 2 D20s. Can I have 2 D20s? Because I got 21.
No.
No.
If anything, you're at a disadvantage, but I'm just making you roll 1. It's
a 10.
Okay, so it's cumbersome, right? It's a big.
If you tell me my one last Warforged is going to die, I'm going to be furious, David.
6, 9, 12. Takes 14 damage. I need to see how much health they actually had.
13.
13, yeah.
I closed the window. Right, I'll write that down. We'll come back to that.
Oh, I see.
Worms. The worms are still here. We've kind of forgotten about the worms, but they are still here, and they were also in line of like the boulders falling on them.
They're element, surely. They're having a right laugh.
Yeah. And just what will they do? Are they just going to sit there?
They're going to start burrowing under as soon as the roof goes down.
They're going to think that the rocks falling are sprinkles and try and crush them in their mouths because they like to eat rock, right?
And cover you, Shitey. They could arch over you and protect you.
They're too far away.
Where are the worms?
The worms are here.
Okay. Yeah, they're too far away for Shitey. But they could start munching on the sprinkles falling from the ceiling, right? That's cute.
Good. So, point of order. I don't know whether that's becoming a catchphrase. Your Warforged have 30 HP, so that one is now down to 17.
We have to agree what the worms do, I'm guessing. Is that correct, Dave? Right. Yeah. Do we want them to be sprinkles? Do we want them to try and protect? What are we doing?
Well, he said they're too far away to protect, so you might as well have them munching the sprinkles.
Too far away to protect Shitey.
Well, what else is that protect?
Well, did you see where...
but remember, all of this is happening at the same time. So as they're reacting, Ronson wouldn't have moved yet.
But who were they? Oh, are they the two things underneath the rubble next to each other? Oh, sorry, I thought that was another person next to them. My bad.
Well,
okay.
Whilst I enjoy the visual aesthetics of them nibbling at the sky, I think their safer option is just burrowing straight down and avoiding the stuff hitting them on the head.
Fine, we'll save the worms.
Save the worms.
Can you give me 2 D20s just for dexterity checks, please?
I mean, I can try.
Are you going to do it?
Here we go. Slow motion rolling. Look at them go. Oh, they're rolling all right. And that's
keep rolling.
What?
26.
Cool. We'll take that for both of them because it's a pretty good roll. So they burrow underneath the ground. So have I got a condition I can put on there? There's lots of conditions. Have I got under the ground? I don't. Cool. We'll just remember.
Get it added, Tably Top. Get it added.
So they're there. To be fair, I don't think it's an official D&D condition under the ground. I think they just make it up. So that's on me. So we also have Vermilion who needs to react. So all you guys hear is a grunt and a roar of pain. As you assume that he probably didn't do much better than Porkeye did.
Oh dear.
So, Tok, what are you doing whilst all this is going on?
Can I just talk about the spell Thaumaturgy, please?
Yeah.
It says that I can create instant, like tremors, I can force, it says an unlocked door or a window. So is it only specific to that? I can't use it on anything that I can see around me. It's only windows, doors that I'm allowed to use that on to make something fly open or move. Is that correct?
I'm just reading it. Yeah, that is. That's how I'm reading it.
Okay. Oh, that really doesn't help. So, do we choose chaos here? So Tok turns away and sees all these rocks flying down on my so-called pals, and she chooses to cast some cold damage on the rocks using chromatic orb, targeting the rocks to see if they would turn into ice and then break when they hit the floor.
Remember, okay. I've also got my move earth as well if Shitey can't get out, so we can join forces.
Yeah, so Tok's there like, oh no, I will save you, and kind of is holding back Pebbles because, doesn't want Pebbles to get sprayed with the dirt. Yeah.
God forbid.
God forbid Pebbles gets hurt.
Roll to hit.
Oh my God. Sure.
2 HP. 2 HP.
Not for
2
Pebbles. 18. Is there a modifier for that? No, there's not. It's just a hit, isn't it? Yeah,
You've
18.
got a plus 7, which I assume was added.
No, it wasn't. It was an 18, so plus 7.
Cool. It still hits. You're hitting rocks.
I'm hitting rocks.
4-inch diameter sphere of energy. Okay. So that you kind of hit in the first ones you can see, presumably. So
yeah, as many as I can. It says it's a sphere, so the first ones I can see, and as many going back as the sphere hits.
It's 4-inch diameter, so it's not huge.
Yeah. So, but just as much as I can see, maybe kind of target it towards the front couple of rocks, maybe.
Yeah.
Thinking it's going to do something really spectacular and freeze all the rocks, and realizes it doesn't.
So it hits this one.
Yeah.
Which does sort of freeze, and as it hits the floor, it does shatter.
Hooray!
That's gone.
Sharp debris.
Yes.
There's just bits of pebbles, literal pebbles, not cat pebbles, just sort of shower across the floor. But not a lot else happens.
I just look to my hands and then just oh no. And she doesn't know what to do because she's got absolutely no spells that will move rocks or anything like that she knows.
Just
So,
open
Let
normal.
Ronson sort this.
I know that Ronson's going to have something to do, but before then, Hawkeye, you hear from through the rocks that you're sort of trapped in and behind, you hear Vermilion call out to you. And he says, I shouldn't have been surprised, really, should I? Bloody Short Kings. I knew it was a mistake to get you involved in all this in the first place. You can hear that he's quite badly hurt.
Yeah, leave him to die.
We thought your father was part of this, and given your complicated history, you were bound to prove useful at some point, bait him out. I didn't expect you to turn on each other, though. I must say, him taking out your Warforged last night was most unexpected. Just hear him just chuckling to himself.
A revelation. Well, first thing I'll do is get my joke of Vic. How long did you go with the idea before discarding it of going with your normal Tok form of turning into a rock so the rocks didn't fall on you?
I honestly looked at many, many spells during this. I had Thaumaturgy, I had Thunderwave. We all know that I would have loved to use Thunderwave.
It's all right, lads. And what are you?
What are you? But no, I'm pretty clear of the rocks, so I'm okay where I am. I'm thinking about myself and my cat. Maybe, the otter. Maybe.
Right, I want to speak to. Right, Scaly. There'll be a time for this after we're both out of the rubble, but for now. How about we just survive this, eh? You dickhead.
I don't think it's guaranteed we'll both get out of this, dwarf. But either way, you are all hereby banished from the Adventurers Guild.
Well, you're banned from the tavern. How do you like them apples?
You can't get to the tavern because it's on my land.
It's like an embassy, mate. It's part of our land.
Even if I don't make it out of this, you have certainly made yourselves some new enemies today. And so he's coughing. He is not in a good way. You can tell.
Well, you're certainly talking your way out of staying under this rubble, pal. Do you
Yeah,
want to survive
I
or
won't be
not?
saving him.
So Ramona from the other side of the rubble starts trying to dig away there. Has anyone else just lost all the cameras?
Nope.
Just yours.
Just yours.
Okay,
Oh,
you're
yeah,
all back.
you've disappeared. Yeah, you've. Oh no, you're back.
Yeah, that's fine. So Ramona is starting to try and dig away at some of the rocks here, and she's just shouting, Hawkeye, where are you? Can you hear me?
I'm shockingly under this rubble, love. Don't worry about me, though. There are softer targets that you might need to bury out first. I'm fine. I'm hard.
What's Ray doing whilst all this happens?
He's just watching. I think from memory, I shufted him away from danger.
Ray could
is
probably
out of the way.
he could probably squeeze out through the rocks.
Ray's here.
I ain't risking Ray. Ray's fine where he is. Just
No, that's what I mean. He would get out.
He's took off his froggy hat, and underneath the froggy hat is a mining hat, and he's put his hat on. That's canon.
Helmet.
He's got his hat hard on. I mean, a hat hard on.
Yeah.
A hat hard on.
So, Ronson, from where you are, you can see light through the rocks. You are far closer to escape than any of the others. What are you doing?
Well, what do you mean? I have escaped. I'm out of the rocks.
No, the rocks are still under you. There is a
I'm
rock
not under the
space.
rocks. I'm not under the rocks.
There are rocks here. They fell on you.
The blue. You said the purple was the rocks.
No. The blue is the darkness, and that's as far as you could have teleported.
Oh, right.
There are 2 rocks in that space. That's why there's a 2 there, because that's you and some rocks.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Right.
Hey, look, rocks.
So, well, I mean, I'm going to have to teleport out, aren't I, really? Again.
But you can't see anything now.
I don't understand. I don't understand this thing. But if where I'm stood there is darkness, I'm right next to the light. I must be able to see the light.
It's magical darkness, so it's like a wall. So if you read the description of the spell, which I know you're not known for,
how did I manage to teleport to there in the first place? Then, if it was
because
darkness,
you're within
the
dark. Like, imagine you're in a dark room, right?
Yeah, but I can't go. I'm in darkness. I can't go. Let me go teleport into that corner because I can't see where that corner is.
You can see that physical space. If you put your arm out, you can go.
It's dark. There's no lighting there. So
well,
I don't see anything.
In that case, I'll put you back in the middle of the fucking rocks and you can die.
I'm just pointing out that this doesn't make any sense. It's to my advantage that you fucked up and it don't make sense. But
it's either that or I just let you get crushed by rocks. But because you were so excited last time we chatted to learn you had a teleportation spell, because lo and behold, you might actually use a fucking spell being a wizard, I thought I'd let you have it.
Welcome to season 2, everyone.
I like to be the wizard who don't use spells. Right. Okay. So I can't teleport out of there. So I suppose I'm going to... I mean, I'm still confused, Dave. Am I underneath rubble?
Yes.
So have I teleported from one place under rubble to another place under rubble?
You've teleported to the edge of the rubble.
I'm shifting earth. I'm shifting that earth off me, and I'm getting out of there, man. I'm walking. I'm using my 2 legs. I'm using my lovely pins.
So what are you using mold earth to do?
So I'm using mold earth to shift all the earth off me. And if it goes over Shite that don't matter. No, I'm
already under 20 foot. It's fine.
You see, this is it. You're saying I can't even shift it to the other side because I don't know there's light on the other side.
Well, you can just push it. You just force push it.
I want to push it in a direction which is not going to make it harder for Shitey.
Yeah, well, you can tell from his voice that he's quite far away.
Where are you?
I'm under the rubble, pal.
Right, okay. Right, so I push the rubble in the opposite direction from where I just heard Porkeye's voice.
Cool. So, yeah, I mean, you weren't completely buried because you did quite a good roll, but you did manage to shift the stuff that's stopping you from moving away. Yeah. And you are now. There's still a bit of darkness there, but you can tell the rocks are gone. You could quite easily now step out of the darkness.
Right, excellent. I'll do that then, please.
Okay, you can move yourself. Yeah, lazy fucker.
How far can I walk?
I mean, we're not in combat currently, so you're just running away.
I'll come over here just in case. Right. Okay, I'm out. Have I got any action? Is there anything else I can do?
Yeah, well, we're not in combat, so anything that any of you want to do, really. You could. Well, you've got your Warforged in there. You could try and get him to do something.
Well, mold earth is a cantrip, so I might as well just mold all this earth and get everybody out.
Okay.
Before he does that, Tok has been rummaging in her backpack. And she's like, I'm sure I've got something in here. I'm sure there's something in here I can use. And recalls back to when we moved the rubble last time in the caves and pulls out a dynamite stick.
Vic, Ronson is already the hero here. It's too late. I bagged the hero role on this adventure. You keep out of it.
Lights
Especially when
it.
you're bloody
I know
dynamite.
what you're thinking, and no red candles. Thank you. Cheers.
No one can see me doing this except for Ronson, so I'm guessing, and the cat and the otter. So
Ray just shakes his head at you.
I'm absolutely astounded that I'm so proud that I thought of this thing to do with the dynamite stick. Like, yes, I will save everyone. Everyone's going to be okay. And I start to light the dynamite, moving forward towards the rubble.
Right. I want to start a vote of no confidence against Vic now.
For my very late bonus action, can I have Ray just walk in front of her and just shake his head and just go psst on the fuse?
You can. We're not in combat. You can do whatever you want.
That.
I would like to try and dodge the otter.
Can't dodge an otter.
Dexterity check, please, Vic.
Absolutely will. It is a 13 plus, where's my dex? Hello. Plus a 2, so 15.
Let's get Ray to roll for it because it's quite a good roll. If she rolled low, then I'm just going to say do a dexterity. You will, Ray's got a plus something. Let's check.
So just roll a standard D20.
Roll a D20 and I'll find out what we add to it.
Okay, this might take a while. D&D Beyond, animating a dice falling. Watch it roll slowly across the web page.
Get your physical dice out.
4. Shit.
Top dodges it.
So I dodge. I do a little forward roll. Carry on moving towards the rubble, trying to light this.
To move
dynamite.
already while she's doing this.
Make a dive for the forward roll. Make a roll for the forward dive.
You and the DM, Dave, what am I doing? That is what I plan to do.
Right,
Moving the earth.
A movement like that seems to me that you would be putting the dynamite in contact with yourself or the ground as you're rolling, adding an element of putting it out through pressure
I
on
haven't
the
actually
fuse.
lit it yet. I've just said I'm trying still to light it.
You said you were lighting it.
Yeah, I was trying to light it, moving forward towards the rubble.
Dave,
Right.
step in.
I'm trying to, but no one will stop fucking talking. Right. So I can't currently move you for some reason. So Tok, move yourself to where you want to get to.
I'm probably about here, let's say, because I probably dodged sideways. Mm-hmm.
So Neil, what bit of rock are you targeting? Because presumably it's a 5 foot.
What I'm going to do, Dave, is I'm moving. I'm trying to think what will be best to do first. I'm going to move the earth, but what I'm going to do first is I'm going to get a bit of the earth and I'm going to bury pebbles under it. So then Vic will have to go deal with that.
Okay, so you're dropping earth on top of pebbles.
Can I see if I notice that, please?
2 HP pebbles. Here we go.
Pebbles is now buried and suffocating.
Wait,
And I go back to shifting the earth.
Right. Look, stop. You've got a good passive perception. You notice the rocks flying towards Pebbles. However, she's also quite small, so we're not having any cat. Enough people are dying today. We're not.
I don't want to kill the cat. Usually, I do want to kill the cat, Dave. What I'm doing right now, though, is I'm trying to stop her from ruining everything by fucking throwing dynamite at this.
So you're throwing rocks towards Pebbles. Not going to hit it. Tok, you do notice this.
What can I use? I'm just going to use. I'm going to use cutting words on Ronson.
Oh, cut me with your words.
So I flick my head as I'm still moving forwards. Flick my head around to Ronson, and what can I say? Oh, I hope your mother is as furry as my pussycat. And that's my cutting words.
I like you didn't even say your mother is. You just said, I hope your mother is.
Oh, look, Tok's trying to save everyone. She's been quite nice, you know.
What's cutting words?
I have no idea. So cutting words is.
You even got cutting words.
I think a man like Ronson is going to be particularly offended by that.
I think it's vicious mockery.
Oh, vicious mockery. Sorry, vicious mockery. Yes, that. Not cutting words.
Ronson, I need a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Wisdom saving throw. 14 plus 5 is 19.
Yeah, it doesn't bother you.
I
No.
carry on moving forward.
And I'm still pushing all the... Quick, Hawkeye, when you see the light, rise, my friend, rise!
Hang on, pal. Yeah, can I hop out?
He's very
I'll hop out.
calm, isn't he, Park? Hang on, pal.
So,
All
presumably
right.
Ronson's now here, moving rocks. Is your Warforged doing anything, or are you just letting him chill out?
No, he's scrabbling. He's trying to dig his way out as I'm doing that to swiften the process.
Right, I'm doing some strength checks for it, just to save time. He does clear that rock. And sees Ramona there.
I'm going to move a space forward as he's doing that, because I'm guessing I'm still running forward. So the rocks are clearing in front of me as I'm still trying to light this dynamite, trying to get to the rocks, which seem to be disappearing as I'm trying to get there to save everyone.
Yo, it's your boy Shitehawk, and I expertly play the character of Hawkeye. I'm slid expertly into the halfway point of this here podcast to tell you about our Patreon. That's right, a podcast with a Patreon. Who would have thought it? But if you go to patreon.com/dungeons and D-heads, that's the word and D-heads, not dickheads, D-heads, you can see the wealth of stuff we are offering to you. Not loads of crap that you're never going to get through, just story specific and fun stuff in nice little snippets. So come just give us some money. A little bit of money. Just a little bit, please. Please, we'll give you free stuff like Dave's diary, early podcasts, shout outs, fun little deleted scenes, exclusive character chats, and discounts on merch. Can't forget that. Go to patreon.com/dungeons and D-heads, or just click the little link that's in this podcast description. Okay, thank you, bye.
For sake of argument, and I think we've been here a long time now, darkness is now gone. Zone of Truth had a couple more minutes on it, on top of darkness. So,
yeah, you see, you wasted that, Vic. You could have had fun with that, but oh no, you had to get your dynamite out instead, didn't you?
Dave, question.
Yeah.
If I'm damaged by this dynamite, does that count as player damage?
Let's see exactly what it says.
Everybody seems to be within 60 foot of me, so
whenever
that probably
a
won't end
hostile
well.
creature damages you.
I'm
So
not
no.
hostile.
Okay, good.
So Ramona is still sort of digging her way out with the Warforged, and says, "Quick! I found Vermilion. He needs some help." But at the same time, Hawkeye, you can now see that there is a sizable gap for you to get through.
I slide out like Mr. Burns when he was trapped under that rubble and sustained thanks to badger milk and insects.
Do I see the rubble still covering anyone, or do I see all the party now kind of standing?
Well, so Hawkeye's out. Ronson, are you continuing to move the rubble, or?
Well, I'm going to move all the rubble, but Vermilion has been left to last. He's still trapped under there. And then we'll have a conversation with him.
So Ramona's kind of scrabbling at the rubble. He's still trapped, but she can see him. So you're going to go talk to him?
Oh, sorry, I thought more happened. Now, Vermilion, what's all this then about kicking us out of the Avengers?
You have betrayed the oath of the guild.
How? I have no memory of this.
If you're following that dwarf, you're going against everything that we stand for. You can see his eyes flickering.
Look, Vermilion, let me talk mano or oh mano with you here. The little man over there with the ginger beard.
Hello.
Yes, that one over there. He can't hear what I'm saying because I'm whispering at the moment. He just kind of follows me around, really. I've become the leader of the Avengers. This group we've got.
Point of order. Remember, we are in Zone of Truth. So it's
I
fine
thought you said that. Has that not gone?
If Wilson truly believes that, No, if Robson truly believes that, that's fine.
Yeah. You know, Robson would actually believe that he's the leader. He follows me around, okay? He needs it. He needs to get out. He needs to have a little bit of fun, and he needs help getting the nudie magazines from the top shelf down at the ye old shop. So look. Allow me. I will guide him. I will help him. Talk to me. I'm the leader of the pack. Vroom, vroom.
No.
Don't trust any of you now, as his eyes sort of flicker again. And with his last saving throw.
Wait, I also want to cast Healing Word on Vermilion as I reach the rubble, because I have not been able to finish that. I'm looking, I'm running up to the rubble, and I see that everyone except for Vermilion is out of the rubble. And I look really disappointed at the half-lit dynamite stick, and I just put it out. I was really looking forward to using that. Damn it. Shove it back in my backpack. And seeing Vermilion, I cast Healing Word on Vermilion at first level.
Vermilion, we will heal you if you let us be part of the Avengers. We'll heal you. What do you say? Deal?
I appreciate it, but my mind's made up as long as you with that dwarf.
Don't be pig-headed.
My Healing Word does 1d4.
Yep. And how much is that?
So 1d4 plus your spell casting ability modifier, which, where do I find that? I always forget.
At the where you've got your spells and stuff, you've got a modifier at the top.
Oh, plus modifier plus 4.
It was like a wasted roll, so I'm going to kick his head off.
And I would like to just, as I'm casting that spell, dust yourself off and try again. Pick yourself up and try again.
How much HP was that? Sorry, it was a 4.
1d4 plus 4.
Yeah, so what was the d4 roll?
Oh, do I have to roll for him?
Yeah, well, it's your spell.
Okay, I didn't realise.
Oh, it's so lazy.
It's not lazy. I thought he was rolling. It's a 2, so a 6.
Cool. He looks to you and says, thank you, Tok. I think Callow would be proud of you. Living up to the true Nightingale way of life. He kind of sort of starts to try and shift the rocks off himself.
And I'll kick his head off.
Are you attacking him?
I try and... No. Oh, for goodness sake.
As much as I really want to kick his head off, I'll wait.
I would like to try and help him get up the rocks by picking up some of the rocks and boulders.
Okay. Yeah, and Ramona's helping too. So he kind of steps out.
Maybe while he's in the zone of truth, let's try and get some dirt on him, which we can use to blackmail him.
Now you're D&D-ing.
Yeah.
Vermilion, you big dragon bastard. What's your innermost dangerous and damaging secret to yourself? Thank you.
Something you really wouldn't want people knowing about, because it would devastate you.
Oh, and could be used as leverage against you somehow.
Probably the fact I manipulated you three into the guild in the first place. We knew his dad was up to something, and we knew the Daniels were involved and the Thieves Guild, and the three of you, nobodies really. But we needed nobodies. We needed people who wouldn't really be noticed. So we manipulated things, and that's what's led us here. That is my deepest shame.
Follow-up question. How would we go about getting you to name us the new leaders of the guild?
You would have to kill me.
Okay. I kick his head off.
I try and stop him.
Listen, I cannot believe that you wanted a bunch of nobodies, so you got these two. I cannot believe it. I really can't.
I'm in the zone of truth. You have to believe it.
Well, I mean, why get these two losers to be with me then?
You do truly believe that, don't you? You are far more ignorant than I could have ever expected.
Thank you.
Can I kick his head off?
If you want to attack him.
Right, I'll kick his head off.
You know he has 6 HP. Because he was on 0, he has 6.
I'm going to punt his head clear off.
Would like to counter that, please. Trying to stop Porkeye's foot from kicking his head off.
The woman was throwing dynamite at him a minute ago, now doesn't want to kill him.
I was trying to save you, and catches his foot. I'm saying it's his deepest regret. It's his deepest shame. What are you doing?
Is it really a shame, or would you go back and do it again?
I absolutely would. I'm a nightingale, and I try and shove him off.
I'm talking to Wally Gator.
If I knew this was the outcome, I probably wouldn't do it the same again.
What is the outcome? Some shit.
And I cast Thaumaturgy and turn my eyes black, trying to make myself really big, and that noise pierces the room, and I feel a little bit larger than I look. I in a really, really sharp voice. He said he was sorry.
I didn't hear him say he was sorry.
Piercing sound. Is she singing again?
Also, a dwarf is probably it's a bit of a waste to make yourself look a bit bigger. You're already enjoying to me.
My eyes are turning dark. I'm looking quite scary.
You just made your boobies even bigger, so Ronson will probably like that as well.
The rubble's starting to shake around me as well as I'm casting this spell.
David Isle, are you sorry that it ended this way and you being very injured and close to death, or are you sorry you did it? Because these are two very different things.
I'm sorry about the outcome, not what I did.
Right, it's punting time.
As he's talking, he's picking a scroll out of his pocket.
Oh, punt! A foot's faster than a scroll.
Right, are you? If you're attacking him, roll me an attack.
I'm punting the cunt's head off.
I'm countering the attack.
Vermilion, do you find me an attractive man?
I would like to, as I said, try and catch his foot.
I'm holding on to the answer for this.
Right.
Yeah, I want to know the answer.
So he sees this foot coming at him, but decides to answer Ronson's question first. I normally do find myself attracted to the male humans, but you repulse me.
What do I roll to punt someone's head off?
It'll be an unarmed attack.
Unarmed attack.
Can I roll to counter as well?
Let's see what he rolls first.
Okay.
Unarmed strike. Oh, got a +5 on it. Now for the slow motion die.
I mean, I could roll it if you want.
I'm already rolling away. Anytime you're ready. Unarmed strike, 4 + 5. I got a 9.
So you do manage to miss him. Probably because as he sees you attack, he's grabbing the scroll from his pocket, unfurling it, and he disappears in such a way that you guys are used to.
Oh.
He's our new villain.
Does he go diagonal?
Yeah, he has gone diagonally.
Fantastic.
So
I turn around to these two and I say, I hope you're happy with yourselves.
No, I wanted to punt the fucker's head off.
So, Vermilion's gone. Montague Short King ran off after blowing the cave up. It's the three of you, Ramona, and your various animals and robot.
Well, that seems like the end of that adventure then. Anybody fancy a coffee?
As a lead of the Avengers, I would like to say how disappointed I am in you, Talk.
Why? I tried to save you, and I stopped us all falling out. Why can't we all just be friendly and get along?
Running around with a stick of dynamite whilst I was saving the day. How silly!
Oh yeah, that's how we blew up the stones in the cave, right?
I don't remember that now.
That's because of the concussion from the stones in the cave.
Ah, yes, you hit your head.
So Ramona looks at this and says, "But what are we going to do now? I mean, your dad's already said he wants to get all of the artifacts and control them. Now Vermilion's gone, and he'll try and keep, do his best to protect them. And so what are we going to do?
Has anybody got the things?
No, they're all. So just as a recap, so you know what the things are. There are 6 of them, and they were all kept by various organisations or races in the distant past. So the best of some. Well, you know that the Prince of Thieves has the coin. That's the only one you really know about. But otherwise, you know that they are probably most likely sort of sitting around the world with their, with the various people who turned them into talisman in the first place. So, your dad made it clear that he was going to try and track them down.
All right, let's go find the Infinity Gems then.
I pull out my lute and I sing, "We can circle the world, find the shining and splendids, then we're gonna get them and use them, and we'll maybe protect them too."
You went dangerously into the Pokemon theme there, just for a moment. But anyway, yeah, are you joining us? Probably a short king.
Well, I don't know what to do. I believed everything Montague said, but then what he did to us, to you, to me.
To me, to you?
What I would say, Ramona, is you're doing good. You're doing good work by yourself. So whatever you choose is going to be the right choice. You can help the goblins. You can continue with the rebellion and the uprising, or you can join us wherever you go, whatever you choose to do. You've got my full backing.
Well, the Goblin Emperor's dead, and she kind of points to him.
Oh, yeah. Rodson, would you mind using some of your necro magic on the Goblin Emperor, please?
Well, so false life only works if they're in critical condition. He's gone past critical. He is dead.
That's pretty critical.
That's fairly critical. I think that still falls under critical.
No, he is now completely dead. He failed his saving throws during all of the rubble stuff.
Right, we're all little gobbly dead. I think that puts you as the leader then, Ramona.
Hang on, Dave. I've just thought of something.
Oh.
In the Patreon exclusive vidcast, The Many Wives of Ronson Diego Bentos, Ronson Diego Bentos brought 2 people back to life who are dead. Are you telling me that's not canon?
That was special because it was Halloween.
Right.
There was special Halloween magic in the air.
Could we reconvene at Halloween then in that case and maybe bring...
If you want to come back next year at Halloween and get the Goblin Emperor, you can.
Okay.
Put your pen on ice. We'll be back in a year.
Can we write that down, please, to do that in 11 months' time?
Okay. Halloween special 24.
Sorted.
Right, so,
you think I'm joking? I've written it down. It's gone on the list along with Jeff Bezos, Made of Bees.
Yes.
I can't wait for Jeff Bezos.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Ramona, I think that puts you in charge of the rebellion. What do you reckon?
Well, your dad's probably going to go after the dwarf talisman first because he probably thinks it's down in the south where the first dwarf mine started. But we're probably closer. I mean, she looks to Tok. And what do you know about where the Prince of Thieves might be? Because we know he's got the coin. Maybe we start there.
Nottingham.
There is this place called Nottingham, which I believe thieves frequent.
When you say Nottingham, do you mean Reckenmark?
Reckenmark.
Does the last train from Reckenmark stop at about 9 o'clock as well? Because that's really annoying when you go into Rock City. And as a dwarf, I do frequent Rock City, but I can never get home. So what's the transport from Reckingham like?
I believe
it's quite a long road.
Yes, I believe that I probably need to speak to Callow. Maybe we can figure out where the prince might have gone into hiding or is about. So maybe we should need to rough a few people up in their guild.
I've just had a thought. Ramona, are you familiar with DC's The Oracle?
No.
Okay, right. It's a long story, but anyway, it's like someone who works behind the scenes getting intelligence for Batman and these Bat pals. How do you fancy that sort of intelligence gathering role and then pointed us towards our next destination?
Seems something I would be perfectly suitable for and in fact lined up to do. Yes, very happy to do that.
Saw that coming, thought I'd get in ahead and make it look like it was my idea. Good work. Right, point us towards where we're going next and we'll go get an Infinity Gem.
Ooh.
she pulls out her map.
She pulls out her map.
So, she points out the very small part of the world that you guys are aware of. So you are currently here in Spalding. Ping.
I'm zooming in.
The compound, where you don't know what sort of welcome you'll get there, is down here to the south. Reckermark, which is the place Ramona mentioned as being known for the Thieves Guild being known for being there, is actually just across the bridge from Spalding.
A bridge. Brilliant.
If we then go south for quite a way, she points out the Black Pit, which is quite a good few days' travel away. But this is where the original dwarfing mining community started, and she expects is where the stone sigil may be kept. So she thinks that probably is where Montague Short King would go next.
Right, well, he's got little legs and he's an old fella. My thought is we go to the compound whilst Croco Dildo is already quite wounded, because it's probably better to kick his head off when he's got very low HP than it would be when he's fully healed.
Yeah,
and then we overtake Papa on the road down to the Zhivago, wherever it was.
The Black Pit.
That's the one. How's that for a slice of fried gold planning?
I agree we should go to the compound, but I don't think you two should go in. I think I should go in alone.
Will he kick his head off?
I will not kick his head off. We're here to get information from
We're not going to
Callow.
agree to that then.
I cast Charm Person on them both.
I cast Democratic Vote.
I cast Socialism.
Right, wisdom saving throw for Porky and Ronson, please.
Would you mind rolling for me? Because it could take a while.
What's your wisdom modifier?
That's a very good question, and one that I will answer in 1 second.
I got 25.
You got
wisdom,
6 now.
Wisdom is +2.
You are both charmed by Tok's suggestion.
Unbelievable.
Ridiculous.
I can't believe this.
I look at them. I said, so you two are going to stay outside and look after the worms. They probably need feeding. Just stay outside with them. And I'm going to go to the compound and I'll speak to Callow.
Well, I agree with you, but I'm not happy about it for some reason.
Fantastic. I'm glad we agree.
Me too.
Yes.
So, I don't know, you probably can't see when I'm doing measurements, but every time you've traveled before, you've teleported. You got here using the teleportation scroll that Vermilion had, which is gone. So if you want to get back, you're going to have to make your own way. This
I call an Uber.
When I said the gloves are off, if we look at the distance between Spalding and the compound, on here it shows there's about 15 feet. I have a scale which we're working to. And essentially, if I can find where I put it, that is equal to about 30 miles.
Oh, that's nothing.
Nothing.
Which is going to take you about a day to get there.
Fantastic. These two are staying here, right?
Well,
and I'm going to
that.
the compound and back.
Oh, no, we're coming along because we don't want to separate the party.
But you're waiting outside.
We'll wait outside unless we hear a reason to come in.
Okay.
So are you doing
With a
anything
glass
before you
to the door?
Are you doing anything before you
and
head to
Does this
the compound?
No,
constitute a long rest?
I do want to split the party because my charm person's going to wear off and they're going to start arguing with me and I can't keep casting that. So I want to charm them.
It must be really annoying when you're trying to do something and somebody else is coming in and trying to ruin it for you.
Exactly. So I'm going to use the charm person and say, no, you two wait here and look after the worms and I will go to the compound alone.
Yeah,
with Pebbles.
Question. Is Ray charmed?
I've done a 7. +5, 12 saving throw.
How many creatures were you targeting, Vic?
Just the 2. So I used a level 2, I think, spell slot.
Ray is not charmed.
Okay.
Ray can tell us.
So are you two going to go stay in a tavern in Spalding whilst Tok walks alone?
Not in the same room.
Well, you normally stay in the same room in the compound.
I thought Ronson had his own room.
No, every time. You say that, and every time I say no. Okay. Tok, it is probably approaching evening. Are you travelling overnight or are you waiting till day?
I mean, I'm a tiefling. I can travel at night. I can see in the dark. Absolutely carrying on. Just singing along to myself. And I will walk 500 miles an hour.
I would walk 500 more.
That's it.
Is it just you and Pebbles, yeah?
Just me and Pebbles.
Cool. Can you roll me a d20, please?
Oh, God.
While that rolling's occurring, if me and Ronson are chilling in the tavern overnight, does that constitute a long rest?
Yeah, it does, yes.
It's a 9.
Can I be collecting my earnings from the pub?
Well, you don't know what's going on with the pub yet. You've just been cast out of the Adventurers Guild.
So now I've lost my business as well.
We don't know that yet.
I'm trying to go
because
and save
I wasn't allowed to kick that guy's head off.
Yeah, Vicky's just ruined this for everybody.
I haven't ruined nothing.
Set fire to the tavern.
No.
So, as
I'm going to set fire to her tavern.
You approach.
I don't even know what that means.
It's eerily quiet. It's quieter than you've ever seen it.
Okay. I cautiously walk through the gates, just casting my eye up to any guards on the tower to see if there's anyone up there. And I do ask to see if Callow's about.
You see nobody. Nobody on the gates.
Nobody, okay.
Nobody on the tower.
Can I do an insight check, please, as soon as I get through the second gate?
Yep.
I want to see if I notice anything amiss with the compound.
Okay.
It's a 12 plus 2, so 14.
Yeah, so there's normally a few people milling about. There isn't. There's no guards on duty. Ignore what you see in the picture, but even the chimneys, there's nothing coming from them. It's as if anyone had ever been here. Right then, Vermilion here. Got some admin to get out of the way. This tale of adventuring and arsing about was devised by DM Dave. You can find him at twitch.tv/lonelygod182. Tok was played by Vic. She's at twitch.tv/BowieHair. Neil played Ronson, and he streams at twitch.tv/BiteMyThumb. Finally, Porkeye was played by Shitehawk. You can catch his streams, including live recordings of Dungeons and Dickheads, at twitch.tv/Shitehawk. That's shite with a Y. And of course, the whole lot was abridged by Stephen Rankin. And what a fine job he did too. Until next time, dickheads.